Hey, how are you? I'm David. Welcome to my channel, My Yard Sale. Today I want to talk about glycation. I want to talk about what it is, what it feels like, and what to do about it. And then at the end, I want to talk a little bit about maybe some changes that I'm making in my diet and health to try to figure out this whole metabolic problem that I'm having and square things away and get things better figured out. So, glycation, I think that I'm actually experiencing glycation. I think a lot of my problems are due to glycation. So, what is glycation? Glycation is when your body takes sugars in your system, your bloodstream, attaches it to ligaments and different parts of your bone structure, and it maybe gums things up. So it makes it so that your body doesn't work right, which would exactly explain what that I'm experiencing. Like my elbows, they don't lock up, but they get gummy. My hands don't lock up and stop working completely, but they definitely get gummy. And I haven't really quite associated those things directly with sugar specifically, but I think that I can associate those things with like major increased protein intake, which protein can actually be turned in, your body can turn protein into sugar. Um, so I'm trying to figure this all out, and I think that glycation is probably part of what I'm experiencing. And I wanted to talk about my thoughts and what I'm experiencing and how it feels. And of course, as usual, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about it. If you could put it below in the comments, because all of your notes have been very helpful in me and at least helping me try to figure this all out. So I think that a lot of my joint problems are due to glycation. Of course, the more sugar I eat, the worse my joint problems get. And again, I'm talking about sugar as in literal physical sugar, table sugar. I added sugar in my diet at one point, thinking that sugar was going to somehow help my body more efficiently burn energy, and it just made my health problems worse, which again, I think it's the glycation. That sugar gets attached to all different parts in your body, the muscle, the bone in your body, and those it gums those parts of your body up. Again, a lot of it for me has been in my hands and in my elbows and in my knees too, actually. So the more sugar I would eat, the more my body converted protein to sugar, the worse the glycation for me got. At least I think it's glycation. I'm not positive. I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm not a doctor. So I don't know for sure. I could be wrong. Again, do me a favor if you think I'm wrong and you know what you're talking about. Do me a favor, leave me that note below because I'm interested to hear it. So I think my problem, like I said, has been glycation. How it feels is it just feels like all my joints are stiff. Not that my bones are stiff, but it feels like my joints are stiff. And I had talked about in posts past, months, weeks ago, about the snapping in my bones. And I actually think that that was the glycation, and in some cases, the glycation resolving. Like somehow I squared my diet away. Maybe the glycation started to resolve. And that's when I think I was hearing that crispy, crunchy sound in my bones instead of the snapping. And I'm trying to get back to that point. So, what to do about glycation? If you're experiencing anything that I just talked about, there are things you can do. If you look up glycation on the internet or look up glycation on YouTube, they talk about your skin, and I know that they're right. I mean, I know they know what they're talking about, but for me, it wasn't about my skin. It was about my joints. So what to do about glycation, at least what I think is glycation. Reduce carbs and sugar is number one, because it's the sugar attaching to the bone, to the proteins in your body that's creating that glycation and gumming things up, making things work incorrectly. So reducing the sugars makes a lot of sense. So I did read that stretching can actually help break up that glycated portion of the joints. And I definitely felt this when I somehow straightened my diet out and I was doing push ups, regular push ups. I could hear the crunchy, crispy sound in my elbows mostly. And then over a period of, I don't know, a week of doing that, the the difficulty in my joint, in my elbow joint mostly, started to resolve. And I did read that exercising and stretching can help break apart that noise, that glycation, that I don't even know what it's called. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea. But it can break apart the part of the glycated area that gums up your bone and your joint. So again, exercise and stretching, especially in the areas where you're feeling it, you're feeling the glycation or the stiffness the most. That makes a lot of sense. And drinking a lot of water. The water helps your body flush out the sugar, helps your body flush out the toxins, help your body flush out the stuff that you can actually break apart and fix with the glycated areas in your body. So there's been a couple of posts in last week's, there's been a couple of comments in last week's post that, I'm going to be honest, it stumped me. I had to really consider this and figure this out. So my diet has been mostly focused on protein. I'm so focused on protein. I think for sure that I wasn't eating enough protein, that I focused 100% on protein. I was all in on pea proteins. I mean, I eat enough protein. I get enough protein in my diet. Between pea protein and burger patties, I get plenty of protein. Maybe even too much. I don't know if it's possible to get too much protein. I know the body will grab as much protein in your system as possible that it needs. And then the rest maybe gets converted to sugar. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that works. But I know that I've been eating plenty of protein. But what I hadn't really considered, thanks to Simone and Magnus, the calories. I need the calories. So I'm trying to figure out how to add calories to my diet. My pea protein shake, my burger patties, and my cheese. I need the calories for the energy. And then Simone, thanks for your question about fats, because I think fat could be an issue for me as well. Even though I think I get quite a good healthy serving of fat from the sunflower seeds, the chia seeds, the flax seeds, the hemp hearts, all the stuff that I eat in my shakes. I feel like there's a pretty good amount of fats that I get from those shakes in addition to the protein. But I have to take a closer look at the fats. But I'm definitely trying to add more calories, because Magnus, again, like I said, I think you nailed it on the calories. I need to get more calories, and quite frankly, I can get calories from the fats. So I will be adding some fats in my diet. I'm not going to be munching on sticks of butter. Maybe I'll eat maybe I'll eat olive oil. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be focused on getting more fats into my diet. Again, for the energy, because like I said before, you watch all these videos, these healthcare specialists, actual doctors, all they talk about is the protein. And I think I didn't even think about the fats. I mean, I looked at the fats, but I wasn't considering fats. Um, so I'm going to be adding more fats in my diet. I need to add the fats, omega 3s. I'll keep eating the sunflower seeds. I'll keep eating the hemp hearts. I'll keep eating the chia seeds, even though I hate chia seeds at this point. Um, I like the flax, but I'll be adding the fat from those things, at least more of a focus on those things in my diet. I probably will add some olive oil or I'll figure out some other way to add fats in my diet that makes sense. And again, I think I would get more calories from the actual fats. I think together those things can help me out. So that's all the health stuff that I figured out. Again, thank you so much to Magnus and Simone for your thoughts, because I think you're right. I just haven't quite figured out how it all works, how it all fits together. The biggest thing for me initially was the magnesium and the protein. And I think I've got those things figured out. So this whole fats thing, this fats and calories, you guys stumped me. I had to take a minute and really do some research. I call it research, but I'm going on Google and I'm looking up, documentation and literature to try to figure it out. And I am going to continue to read about it and figure out how fats can be best, in my diet where it makes sense. Because I think that, like burger patty fat, that I think maybe was part of my problem. So I need to get better fats in my diet. I just have to figure out where I'm going to get it from and how much, and then what the benefit is. So again, thank you so much for your thoughts. Thanks for the comments. Very helpful. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. I'm happy today's sunny. It's a nice sunny day today, finally. I think we're supposed to get a couple of days of sun. I still have probably, I don't know, a quarter of an inch of snow on my driveway, and there's a sheet of ice on my driveway that I can't even walk outside. So I mean, it kind of sucks. I'm not stuck in this chair, but I'm in this chair for, I don't know, probably 10 hours a day. I need to get up and start walking around my house more, trying to break these, just break my joints up a little bit, break up the glycation. I was walking around my house, inside my house, regularly, but I gotta be honest, it was so cold in my house that I had a freeze situation this year, and I mostly just sat in this room that I'm sitting in right now because there was a really good heat source in here, and this is where it's mostly warm. And I think that as things warm up, I'm going to be kind of forcing myself to get up and go walk around more. And I'm hoping that this is the year that I can get this whole diet thing figured out, squared away, and start walking around more. And maybe I'll be able to get out onto my unfrozen driveway again and walk around some. So I hope you're having a great day. If this has been interesting, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. If you're subscribed, thank you. Thank you guys that are subscribed. I appreciate your comments. Very thoughtful, and I'm going to be thinking a lot more about this, adding this into my whole thought process. If you're not subscribed, do me a favor. Consider subscribing. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.